ligeyonim. You know the story with the little child who keeps on nagging his father and his parents, his mother, etc. I want to have it, I want to have it, I want to have it, and parents keep on saying no, no, and no, and no, and finally they get so tired of his nagging, they give in to him. So my friends, let's keep on praying. Let's just loosely call it nagging. The Eivishter should give us the gula, he should save us all our soldiers, take out all the hostages, take us out of exile, and we'll keep on giving tzedakah together, and this way the Eivishter will eventually, or not eventually, now say, okay, all right, I'm giving in. Here is the geula. You know, Shimshon Hagibor, in one of the riddles that he was asking the Philistines, he asked them, what is the meaning of Me'az Yetze Mosik? From bitterness will come out sweetness. And the whole story, and shifted him back and forth. What there it meant was that when he tore the lion apart, eventually found the beehives full of honey. So Me'az, from strength, from the battle with the lion, came out something sweet, came out honey. Which in simple Godel English means every cloud has a silver lining. And we find in this week's Parsha an amazing silver lining, where king of Moab, Balak, is calling on Bilam, the evil prophet, to come and curse the Jews. And what was the result? He kept on blessing them with the greatest blessing and prophecy that the coming of Mashiach. So we have sometimes that from a very tragic moment, from a bitter moment, from a bitter event, something extremely sweet comes out. And I'm thinking this is an amazing Hashgacha Pratis, an amazing divine providence, that this week, when we started reading the Parshas of Balak, the story of Bilam's prophecy of the coming of Mashiach, we had a tragic event, but I think that something extremely sweet and positive is coming out of it. And obviously what I'm referring to is about the attempt to assassinate former President Trump. It cannot be just a footnote. There's something very important and powerful which it's telling us, especially in these times that we're living in. We are living in a very tumultuous environment, worldwide. Wars, threats, lies, open anti-Semitism, glorification of murder and terrorism. And amidst all this discourse, suddenly we hear a new discourse. First of all, there is an overwhelming recognition that the fact that Mr. Trump is alive, as he himself said, I was supposed to be dead, but miraculously, by God's intervention, I am alive. In fact, I was just listening to a security expert discussing this whole event. From his point of view, a massive security failure. And to quote him, Mr. Trump is alive by godly miraculous intervention. God's protective shield. That's something very powerful, that Security Services of America realizes that we need God. Another aspect is as following. There is a wide-ranging call among the American politicians, congressmen, senators, etc., to change the rhetoric and change the political discourse. They're all calling for a more discourse of politeness and to stop hurling insults and accusations against each other. Words that we hear. New Hitler, dictatorship. They want to destroy democracy. They want to destroy America. They want to take away your livelihood. They want to take away your pension. Evil people. These are the discourse that we hear till now. Suddenly people woke up and say, let's discuss ideas, not hurling insults at each other. Baseless insults. Now these two concepts, recognition of God's presence and God's protection, and the recognition that we have to start talk to each other instead of shout at each other. Now all this is part of Bilam's prophecy. What is going to be when Mashiach will be here? I should say when Mashiach will be fully revealed. There will be a discourse of politeness. We will have maybe different opinions, but we will discuss them. But we will all recognize there is one God, that we are one people. So this is the Me'az Yotze Mosek. Unfortunately, a heroic individual, Mr. Kori Comperatore, is a shining example of selfless sacrifice for the other. So let us not need any sacrifices anymore to recognize that we are living the imminent coming of Mashiach.